half. So hi everyone, my name is Tal. Today I own a digital marketing agency, and we're focused also on the NFT aspect. But since I remember myself, I've been working. Just since I remember myself, I was always kind of a business advocate since very young age. I think I started to work when I was 6 years old, just taking out a kid from school. She was 2 years old or something, or 3 years old. Did babysittings, cleaned the building of my my neighbors. Always looking for how to make the buck since a very young age, and I've always envisioned myself, I always put myself in a place where I wanted to build other women around me doing the same thing. So I was, when I was 18, I went to the Israeli army. I was a lieutenant for 3 years in the Israeli army, and I served on the borders a lot. So I was always in a male-dominated places. And when I was 21 years old, I moved to New York and I established my first company ever. It was plumbing and constructions. Don't even ask, it's a long story. But somehow I started there. And my second company was when I was 24 years old in the Caribbean island somewhere, started with MySpace. And I've built a business from the digital world without even knowing what I was doing, but I was diving into it. And since then, consistently, I started to create businesses, and I grew on social media, and I created content, and I've always been there to educate, especially women, when it comes to be independent and do things for yourself, not be dependent on anyone else. Learn things by yourself, because I was autodidact. Everything I learned was in the computer. I didn't accomplish university and anything, but in 2011, I established the first college in Israel for social media, and it was running for 2 years, and I sold it after 2 years, and it was one of the biggest steps that I've done, that people got recognized the social media, because when I established it, people asked me, why would you teach about Facebook? Who wants to know Facebook? That's like, only Mark Zuckerberg is going to make money from Facebook. And then 2 years after, everyone in my country were into Facebook, and that's why I was the social media college was really big at the time. So since then, I've been teaching and consulting, working a lot with women non-profits, especially in Israel at the time when I used to live there. And then I moved here, and I work with, today we work with a big foundation for abandoned babies and mothers who are in need. We do it for a couple of years now, and I'm a very big advocate to everything when it comes to women, especially on Web3. When you ask me why am I so excited about Web3? Web3, it's the opportunity for not only women, for people who are struggling to take their journey to the next step, to make the money from what they have been built. So if we're talking about Web2, for example, people have built their fan base, their growth, their communities on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on different platforms, but they never knew how to actually monetize from it. Now comes this component of monetization for this hard work, because now when a musician has, for example, there are so many stories like this right now, but when a musician has a community that he has been building, he's able to make his fan base the ones who are going to get the real value. It's not anymore just a post on Instagram or something, but now they can actually get value by buying his stuff as NFTs and making the buck with him and grow with him, and really grow with him. And it also opens so many opportunities to women who are either suppressed or in need for that freedom, and they cannot do it in the real world, and they cannot really do it in their day job, but they are able to do it if they get the right tools, and that's what I'm here for.
Right, great. Let's hear it for Tal. That's what's up.